I made a video like this a bit earlier in the year, and I wanted to make it again. Not the exact same way and not as long, but the point will remain the same. Now I have a lot of new subscribers that never saw that video, and also it's kind of late at night for me. I'm kind of pushing this video out last minute, so please give me a little bit of a break. Video game criticism has become increasingly prominent online, and for the most part I think that's a great thing. In fact, I have a whole long, 17-minute rant recorded for that. I just need to get gameplay for it and edit it. I like that people are trying to be more critical when it comes to their video games, even though most criticisms online completely lack critical thought. And one of the big ones I'm getting tired of, and I have been tired of for a while, is that X is just a reskin of Y. Please, for the love of God, stop saying this. And I know I'm gonna get comments saying, how about you don't tell me what to say? No, I'm gonna tell you what to say, and I'm gonna explain why you shouldn't say it. Reason number 1, were you fucking born yesterday? I'm sorry, have you not been playing video games for the last ever? Games by the same developers and the same franchises, close together, look the same. Crysis 2 looks like Crysis 3, Kingdom Hearts 1 looks like Kingdom Hearts 2, Halo 2 looks like Halo 3. Halo 4 visually is similar to Halo 5. Fallout 76 looks like Fallout 4. Modern Warfare 2 looks like Modern Warfare 3. Forza Horizon 3 looks like Forza Horizon 4. Sims 3 looks like Sims 4. And Battlefield 5 looks a little bit like Battlefield 1. What you can deduce from this is that you should shut up with the reskin argument. Games made by the same people within the same franchise within a couple of years of one another are going to look similar. They have to reuse assets because they're developers, not fucking magicians. They have publishers that give them budgets, or even if they're self-published, they probably don't want to spend years creating entirely new assets, so on and fucking such forth. I've heard people say that Red Dead Redemption 2 is a Western reskin of GTA 5. Are we really this lazy with our observations? Battlefield 4 looks like Battlefield 3. Remember when everyone said that? And then Battlefield Hardline just looks like a DLC to Battlefield 4. Remember that? Bad Company 1 and 2 are looking pretty similar. Battlefield 1942 and Battlefield Vietnam are basically the same game in 2 different time periods with different weapons, maps, vehicles, gameplay flow. Oh yeah, that's right. Gameplay is what matters. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't criticize Black Ops 4, Battlefield 5, or Red Dead Redemption 2. What I am saying is that you need to actually have a criticism other than the fact that it looks like the other game that the exact same studio made. You know, Red Dead Redemption 2 has some similarities to Rockstar's previous games just about in every aspect. Like, honestly, it's a lot like Red Dead 1, it's a lot like Bully, it's a lot like GTA 4 and 5. It's almost like it's the same people. It's almost like that, huh? Let's say you're an artist and you draw different characters. You have some original characters, you draw fan art of some of your favorite characters, and let's say that somebody came along and told you that your drawings look similar. You'd probably reply, "That's my style." You see, styles take a while to evolve and change, and with game development, you don't really want to have to throw all of the bathwater out with your baby every time you're about to make a new video game. Now, I don't know if you got into gaming like 2 months ago, but did you really think Battlefield 5 was going to look drastically different than Battlefield 1? They started work on Battlefield 5 right after the completion of Battlefield 1, most likely right after the release of Battlefield 1. It's the same people. It's the Second World War, where the first game was the First World War. You don't think there was gonna, you oh my god, I can't even talk. Did you really think there wasn't going to be some similarities? It's the Battlefield team, using the same engine, doing the Second World War. Yes, it's gonna look like the game that the Battlefield team with the Frostbite engine did about the First World War. A new destruction system, fortifications, new gunplay, new progression, new pieces of equipment that weren't in World War I, such as different types of fighter planes, tanks, other types of vehicles of course, different types of primary weapons and secondary weapons. I mean, none of that matters. They look similar. Are you fucking dumb? I have to imagine the people that say this kind of shit unironically are people that have never played 2 games in a franchise, one after the other. Okay? You didn't beat Kingdom Hearts 1 and go to Kingdom Hearts 2. No, you beat Kingdom Hearts 1 and then you went all the way to Dream Drop Distance. That's what you did, didn't you?
didn't you?
You played Call of Duty 4 back in 2007, you didn't touch video games for a while, and then you came back in around Black Ops 2, and that's just what you think video game development should be. No? You played Modern Warfare 1, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops 1? So you notice the similarities between those games and the similarities in design? It's almost like there was not a lot of time in between each title. Black Ops 1, I love Black Ops 1, but honestly, it's just Modern Warfare 2 with more interactable environments and a different meta because of entirely different class creation and gunplay. But the map design was incredibly similar, like it was just different streaks, different weapons, different gunplay. And here's the thing. Okay, I can paint you a picture. God, I'm getting way too mad about this, but I can paint you a picture. Let's say you have identical games. Yes, you guys might have heard this one before. You have identical games. You have Game A and Game A.1. They are the exact same in every way. They have the same maps, same music, same guns, same muzzle flash brightness. They have no difference. It's like you have Black Ops 2, and then you have another copy of Black Ops 2 that only changes one thing. Let's just say that Game A.1 has 5% more flinch. It's the exact same game compared to the previous one, but it has 5% more flinch. That game will play differently. Long hallways, long-range engagements, fighting snipers will all be different with 5% more flinch. That's how complicated first-person shooters are. That's how complicated video games are. If you had two shooters, identical, one game had 5% more of anything. 5% slower reload speed, 5% faster reload speed, 5% less recoil across the board, 5% less recoil on one gun. It would just change the entire meta. It would change the way you play it. It would change the way you think about it. It would change the reasons you die and the reasons you get kills. That is all it takes to change the way a game is played. Okay? Call of Duty 4 and World at War are very similar games. So is Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1, even though they're made by different development teams. They clearly copied off of each other's homework. Of course, the differences in design shine through, but that's the thing. It takes an actual gamer. I know that sounds cringy as fuck, but it takes an actual fucking gamer. It takes someone that's been playing games for a while. It takes an enthusiast. It takes somebody that actually gives a shit to notice when the designs come through. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, graphically, visually, they look very similar. They sound very similar. But it doesn't take a genius to figure out that they're different. It takes a player. Could you imagine if somebody said Fallout New Vegas is just a reskin of Fallout 3 because they have very similar aesthetics and similar gameplay styles? But we all know if you've played both of them, they have entirely different design philosophies. If you don't like a game, that's great. I've been there. I am there with several games. I don't like certain games, but I would never just blanket statement, this game is a reskin of this game. No, it's the laziest form of criticism, and the only reason people agree with it is because visually, you might look right. I don't know, it'd be kind of weird, but I think it would take somebody that actually plays video games to come along and tell you, you're full of shit. Need for Speed players know that even though they're all driving games, they're all different. Same with Forza players, same with Call of Duty players, same with Battlefield players and Halo players. Saying that Battlefield 5 is a reskin of 1 is like saying that Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3 are the same game. And I'm sorry to speak in such Sith-like absolutes here, but if you think that Black Ops 2 and 3 are just the same game, and Battlefield 5 and 1 are just the same games, you don't know what you're talking about. You're out of your depth. You're unable to look at the game with any sort of depth. And yeah, I'm being mean because this is stupid. I would love to nip this in the bud. There are so many shitty, lazy game criticisms out there, and this one by far is in my comment section the most, in anybody's comment section the most right now. I'm tired of it. Battlefield 4 is not a reskin of 3. Okay? The people thought that. Okay? They're entirely different games. And Black Ops 4, this one really bothers me. Black Ops 4 is a direct prequel to Black Ops 3. It's a prequel. Okay? You're gonna complain it looks similar when it's a prequel. Of course it's fucking similar. It's the same series, it's the same developers, it's a prequel. I think it's great when an established franchise has a lot of variety in it. I do, I think that's amazing. But let us not forget that every time an established franchise tries to do something new or weird or off color, everybody loses their fucking minds. This Silent Hill isn't a real Silent Hill, this Kingdom Hearts isn't a real Kingdom Hearts, this Battlefield isn't a real Battlefield, this Halo isn't a real Halo, this Call of Duty isn't a real Call of Duty. Yeah, we've heard it all before. Anyway, I'm done ranting about this. This has been bothering me for a while. I know I made a video similar to this earlier in the year, but I genuinely don't care. My channel, my rules. I will see you guys when I see you guys. Goodbye.